My name is Archaeopteryx, and from the Jurassic period, I am recognized as one of the earliest members of the birds. I am a true bird. Now, I am recognized as a bird because my long flight feathers, which are asymmetrical, indicating that I was using them for flight, on my long arm and hand suggest that I was capable of true flight and that this arm should be recognized as a wing. My small toe is more reversed than in the dinosaurs, and so I was more capable of perching. But all of these traits which define me as birds, they aren't substantively different from what one finds in many of the dromaeosaur dinosaurs. They're just further modifications of traits which were already there. And I retain many dinosaur features in that I still have teeth in my mouth. I still have a long reptilian tail. I still have grasping clawed fingers. Because I don't have a prominent keel on my sternum, I wouldn't have been able to fly with powered flight. But I certainly was capable of weak flight. So this is the set of features which were present in the first birds. There were no eagles or herons or hummingbirds or cardinals or sparrows. The first birds were actually modified dinosaurs.
I am a bird in the group Pygostylia. This group of birds is just a little bit more advanced than the first birds were. We possessed fused vertebrae at the tip of the tail forming a pygostyle, a trait present in modern birds. We possess a horny beak. Other than that, we still have many of the primitive features found in the first birds, such as teeth, grasping clawed fingers, and only the ability to fly weakly, given the small chest muscles with the lack of a keeled sternum.
Look at me. I'm a real bird. Those other birds, they were technically birds, but they couldn't fly very well. Me, I am capable of powered flight. I have a bit of a keel on my sternum, which gives me larger chest muscles. I have a modified muscle known as the supracoracoideus, which gives me powered flight and the ability to take off from standing still, as opposed to leaping off of a branch or getting a running start as the previous birds probably had to do. I have more of a perching foot. I have a more rigid thorax. I have fused bones in my wrists and my ankles. I look a lot more like later birds. My fingers are smaller. I have a fused hip and sacral vertebrae section known as a synsacrum. So, I'm starting to look a whole lot more like the birds which will be so successful later. And the Ornithoraces group can be subdivided into two. One, the enantiornithine birds. These would be the birds which would be the most common during the Mesozoic era, the most diverse, the most successful. But unfortunately, they became extinct along with the last of the dinosaurs at the end of the Mesozoic. The smaller of the two branches, the euornithine birds, they would be the only ones which would survive that mass extinction into the Cenozoic era.